Chapter 2: A New Home. The stable rested in morning mist, as if nestled among the clouds. Sora found himself nuzzling close to his mother cat, his eyes gently squinting at the soft morning light that filtered through gaps in the walls. Beside them, Luna's peaceful sleep was marked by occasional gentle snuffling sounds. Their mother's whiskers suddenly quivered with awareness as she sensed a presence beyond the stable walls. The stable door creaked softly open, and a large figure emerged through the morning mist, silhouetted against the rising sun. From where the mother cat lay, the bright light transformed the figure into little more than a shadow. The cats remained hidden in their haven of hay, yet unnoticed by their visitor. The mother cat's eyes peered carefully through the golden straws. Before her stood a man whose white hair and beard-covered face spoke of wisdom's years, yet his movements held a surprising grace that whispered of youth. This was Harold, whose gentle daily ritual of caring for the horses had become as familiar to the villagers as the rising sun. As he went about his morning tasks, a sound caught his ear. He paused, wondering if the morning had woven the sound from mist, when tiny mews drifted once more from the direction of the hay. Following these gentle calls, he drew closer and peered into the shadowed hay. There he discovered the mother cat, curved protectively around her precious ones. A warm smile transformed Harold's usually stern features as he whispered, "Well, well, what blessed little visitors we have here." The cats found themselves gazing up at his great bearded face. Though the mother cat instinctively drew her little ones closer, she sensed a gentleness in Harold that flowed beneath his rough appearance like a hidden spring. Harold's movements flowed with gentle care as he reached out to stroke the mother cat's head. "These little ones must be hungry. Would you honor my home with your presence?" His voice carried warmth as soft as morning sun, as he waited for the mother cat's response. The mother cat's eyes sought Willow, who along with Dash offered gentle nods of encouragement. Her gaze returned to Harold, and she answered with a graceful bow of her head and a soft mew that spoke of trust. In that moment, she chose to believe in the kindness that flowed from Harold's touch, deciding to follow him home with her precious ones. And so the wandering cats found their sanctuary. Sage watched from his perch above, wisdom gentle in his amber eyes. "They'll find peace with Harold." The owl's words drifted like falling leaves. His heart flows as gentle as summer streams beneath winter's mask. After tending to Willow and Dash, Harold disappeared briefly, returning with a wicker basket cradled in his arms. He set it down with care, revealing soft blankets that promised comfort, then lifted each cat with touches gentle as morning light to place them in their new nest. "Let's journey to your new home." Harold's voice carried tenderness as he lifted the basket, his movements measured to keep their world steady. From within their woven sanctuary, the mother cat's eyes widened as she discovered their shelter had been perched high upon a hill. The height of their storm-guided journey now revealed itself. Fortune's gentle hand had led them to this haven and these souls whose warmth promised sanctuary. Harold's steps carried them along until they paused before a cozy wooden house that seemed to have grown from the earth itself. Looking up at the red roof catching morning light, he spoke words warm as hearth fire. "Welcome home, little ones." Inside, Harold's eyes searched thoughtfully before choosing a place near the fireplace for their basket. The spot seemed blessed. Summer breezes would bring cooling whispers, while winter's hearth would offer its warm embrace. "You must be hungry after your journey. Let me prepare something special." His voice carried joy as he moved toward the kitchen. The mother cat remained in their basket nest, her watchful eyes taking in their new surroundings until peace settled in her heart like morning dew. Only then did she begin grooming Sora and Luna with touches soft as flower petals. The kittens nestled against her, their trust in her protection absolute even in this new world. Harold's gaze held fondness as he retrieved a small dish from the kitchen cabinet, filling it generously with milk that gleamed like moonlight. "Here, dear ones, rest has found you now. Please drink at your heart's content," he offered, placing the dish before the mother cat with careful grace. Her gentle mew carried thanks deep as ocean currents as she began to drink. Each sip seemed to fill her heart with warmth forgotten during her long journey. Though she had found milk during her wandering days, survival's urgent dance had never allowed such moments of pure peace. As the sun climbed higher, its light flowed through windows like golden rivers. In their basket, Sora's tiny paws reached toward the dancing sunbeams as if trying to catch their warmth. Luna, stirring to her brother's movement, joined his gentle game, their paws painting hope in morning's canvas. Harold watched this scene of innocent joy from his rocking chair, contentment warming his heart like summer sunshine. His gaze lingered on the star-shaped mark between Sora's eyes, and memory's distant bells seemed to chime in his thoughts. That afternoon brought an unexpected visitor. Sage's wings carried him silent as shadows through the open window. The owl settled upon his special perch atop the bookshelf with grace earned through countless seasons. "Welcome, old friend. Time flows like rivers between your visits." Harold's greeting carried warmth like evening sun. Sage, who had watched over Harold's days since first he made this house his home, turned knowing eyes first to the cat family, then to Harold. The owl's gentle bows spoke of a request to care for these precious souls. "Of course they'll find love here," Harold answered the unspoken words, "though your presence today carries deeper meaning than usual." As days flowed like gentle streams, Sora and Luna grew strong beneath their mother's loving gaze and Harold's tender care. Their coats gained the sheen of morning dew, their steps the sureness of earth itself. Sora walked softly through the world, curiosity his gentle companion, while Luna's playful spirit sometimes drew tears from her brother, yet their hearts remained bound tight as ivy's embrace. One afternoon blessed by sunshine's gentle hands, Harold's voice carried a question to the mother cat. "Perhaps it's time for the little ones to dance with the world beyond our walls. What does your heart whisper?" The mother cat met his gaze like stars meeting earth, wisdom flowing through her thoughts before she offered a gentle mew of agreement. And so the garden's treasures awaited their discovery. "With your mother's blessing, let me show you wonders untold." Harold's voice carried joy as he gathered Sora and Luna in gentle arms. The mother cat followed, her heart dancing between joy and tender concern. As Harold carried them through the doorway, Sora's eyes opened wide to a world painted in colors he had only dreamed of. The glimpses caught through windows had been but whispers of this symphony of life. Above stretched endless blue like an ocean turned to sky, while grass danced with breezes that carried stories from distant lands. Flowers nodded greetings in rainbow waves, their petals catching sunlight like scattered gems. Each breath brought new tales of earth and sky, filling their hearts with wonder pure as morning light. Luna could barely contain her joy, her tiny body quivering with excitement as soft mews escaped her. When Sora's paws first touched the green carpet beneath, his steps carried wonder and hesitation in equal measure. The grass's gentle touch surprised him into stillness for a heartbeat. Yet curiosity soon led him forward to greet the garden flowers, their scents telling tales of sun and rain. Luna, ever her own spirit, chose a different path from her brother's careful exploration. The moment Harold set her down, she bounded across the garden as if chasing the wind itself. Their mother breathed deeply of the fresh air, her eyes shining with joy as she watched her little ones discover their world. A butterfly, wings painted in sunlight, chose that moment to alight upon the flower Sora studied. Time seemed to pause as Sora found himself enchanted by this dancing creature. The butterfly, perhaps sensing its audience, took to the air like a flower petal caught in a breeze. Wonder carried Sora forward in pursuit of this airborne dancer. Luna, catching sight of this new game, joined her brother's chase with tumbling joy. Their innocent delight in this simple pleasure brought smiles to all who watched. As days wove themselves into weeks, and the garden became their familiar friend, something special graced one particular morning. The day had begun with gentle rain, but afternoon light now painted the refreshed flowers in jeweled brightness. Luna sat in unusual stillness beside Sora as they watched the garden's small wonders. Their attention caught on a tiny ladybug, its red dress dotted with nature's perfect pattern, as it began climbing a flower stem like a tiny explorer. The siblings held their breath, sharing in the little creature's journey to the flower's crown. Upon reaching its summit, the ladybug spread delicate wings to greet the warm sunlight before taking flight into the endless blue above. At that moment, the garden held another secret: 3 kittens perched upon a branch of the great tree at its edge. The branch swayed gently beneath them, perhaps warning of what was to come. These young visitors from village homes lay flat against the bark, their curious eyes fixed upon Sora and Luna. Harold, from his peaceful watch on his handcrafted bench, heard the branch's gentle protest. As he turned toward the sound, nature took its course. The branch gave way, sending its 3 passengers on an unexpected journey. First fell the large fluffy gray kitten, creating a soft landing for the small black kitten who followed, and finally the pretty white female kitten who had tried so valiantly to hold on. Fortune smiled upon them, as the fluffy kitten's soft coat cushioned their fall. The gray kitten made himself even smaller, his voice carrying gentle apology. "I'm so sorry. My size must have been too much for the branch." But the white kitten's voice carried warmth as she quickly responded. "Don't say such things. Your wonderful fur saved us all. Thank you." Sora and Luna approached their unexpected visitors, surprise and curiosity mingling in their steps. The small black kitten, gathering his dignity about him like a cloak, took the lead in introductions. "I'm Pepper." His voice carried casual warmth. "Is this your garden?" Luna found herself stepping forward, her protective instincts flowing naturally as she shielded her shyer brother. Sora, still finding his voice around new friends, remained quiet as morning mist. Luna glanced back at him with encouragement warming her smile, then turned to answer with brightness in her voice. "I'm Luna, and this is my brother Sora. We share this home with Harold and our family." The fluffy gray kitten approached with gentle hesitation. Fluffy." His soft voice matched his appearance perfectly. "It's nice to meet you." The white kitten followed with natural grace. "And I'm Lily. What a joy to meet such delightful siblings in Harold's garden. Please, let's be friends." Like morning sun melting frost, the initial awkwardness dissolved into warmth as they all joined voices in greeting. And so this day blessed them with the gift of friendship. Harold had watched with gentle concern as the events unfolded beneath the tree. Yet his worry soon melted into warmth as he witnessed the natural flow of friendship beginning to bloom. The kittens found their way to play as naturally as streams find the sea. Their games painted the garden with joy, races through the grass, hide and seek among the flowers, and gentle battles with fallen leaves. Luna's natural leadership shone like morning sun as she guided their adventures. Sora's initial shyness dissolved like morning mist as he found his place among these new friends. Though Pepper's enthusiasm sometimes carried him too far, Lily's gentle wisdom always found ways to restore harmony. Fluffy, despite his size suggesting otherwise, carried a gentle heart that found perfect companionship in Sora's quiet nature. As evening painted the sky in soft purple hues, Harold's voice carried across the garden. Pepper, Fluffy, and Lily bid farewell with promises of tomorrow's adventures sparkling in their voices. Back inside, Sora and Luna shared their day's discoveries with their mother as they enjoyed their evening milk. Sleep soon began weaving its gentle spell around them, their adventures having painted their world in new colors of friendship. Dreams claimed them softly, carrying them to gentle worlds of imagination. Their mother watched over them with love flowing like a quiet stream. "Such a blessed day they've had." Harold's voice carried the warmth of evening as he carefully lifted the sleeping kittens to their basket beside their mother. Wrapped in their mother's warmth, Sora and Luna drifted deeper into peaceful dreams. When moonlight began painting silver paths across the windowsill, Sora's eyes opened to a gentle calling. His gaze found Sirius shining with unusual brightness in the night sky. The star-shaped mark between his eyes carried a warmth that seemed to answer the star's greeting. Something stirred in Sora's heart like leaves in a gentle breeze. A feeling both familiar and distant, like a dream that dances just beyond memory's reach. Beside him, Luna's peaceful sleeping face carried no hint of such mysteries. Harold's approach carried the silence of night itself as he gently stroked Sora's head. "The stars will keep their watch, little one. Let sleep carry you to morning," his whisper flowed soft as moonlight. Sora's small mew answered Harold's gentle words as he turned from the star-filled sky. In the depths of those young eyes, Harold glimpsed something that spoke of distant mysteries. Sora settled into his mother's soft fur, his thoughts flowing like gentle streams through the day's memories. New family, new friends, and the mysterious star above, each blessing filled his small heart with quiet joy. Before sleep claimed him once more, his drowsy gaze sought the window one last time. Sirius continued its faithful watch, shining like a beacon in the night. "Good night," Sora's heart whispered as dreams began to weave their gentle spell. Harold made his way back to his bed, casting one last fond look at his sleeping family before extinguishing the bedside lamp. Night's peaceful silence embraced the house like a gentle blanket. In the garden, flowers swayed in the evening breeze, releasing their subtle fragrance to the night air. The sweet songs of crickets wove through the darkness like nature's own lullaby. As the first hints of dawn began painting the sky anew, Sage perched quietly in the shelter of a tree near Harold's house. His ancient eyes held wisdom as they watched over Sora and the others. "Now the true story begins to unfold," Sage's whisper carried on the morning breeze. With grace earned through countless seasons, he took wing into the awakening light.